Crimson Desert is what the gamers have been begging for. This game says, screw it. Let's take the best parts of Zelda, Assassin's Creed, Witcher 3, Red Dead Redemption and smash them together. Oh, and who doesn't want to ride dragons? Sounds too good to be true, right? Now the thing is, while all the big companies are busy checking boxes and covering their failures, which we'll talk about in just a bit, this insanely ambitious game is being developed by a Korean studio, and so far it looks just incredible. But here's the thing, should you actually be hyped for Crimson Desert? Because honestly, if this game actually delivers, it could reshape the entire industry. Anyways, there's video chapters for easy viewing, so feel free to jump around, and without further ado, let's just dive in. This is not another Dragon Age failguard. Now I'm someone who loved games like older Assassin's Creed and Witcher 3. Having all those features in one massive open world action-adventure RPG with a badass and believable main protagonist is what I've always wanted. You play as Cliff MacDuff, a grizzled mercenary with a rough past. He's trying to keep his people alive in a world that's going straight to hell. The Tyrant King is either dead or dying, which has created a power vacuum, and every warlord and lunatic is clawing for power, throwing the continent of Pyrrhus in a constant state of war. On top of that, this war and chaos has awakened ancient monsters, so in short, the world is really interesting and I can't freaking wait to explore it all. And I'm pretty sure you already know all this, but there's cities, forests, swamps, snowy mountains, underground caves, and even floating islands to explore. On top of that, there are hidden areas, random encounters, fortresses, camps, and a shit ton of side activities to do. There's arm wrestling, fishing, hunting, cooking, shopping, horse taming, wagon hijacking, skydiving, cat cuddling, dog petting, sheep wrangling, dragon riding, building, climbing, contract taking, hostage saving, treasure hunting, looting, gliding, and then hard air balloon piloting. Now they're saying that the RPG systems are so deep and layered that your actions will impact the world without you even realizing it. Then there are these crazy boss fights, and each boss shown so far has their own unique abilities and movesets. And one thing I notice is the enemy AI is aggressive as hell. You simply can't spam dodge and parry, you actually have to figure out ways to make openings for yourself. So yeah, safe to say we're gonna be seeing a lot of death screens. Another pretty cool detail that really stood out was the seamless transitions between gameplay and cutscenes, and not many games do this. It might not sound like a big deal, but it adds this level of polish and immersion that improves the overall experience. What's great is that Pearl Abyss built a brand new engine for Crimson Desert. Now, when the first trailer dropped, it was not exactly impressive performance-wise. The hair was clipping through characters' faces, the cloth physics was just weird, and at times the FPS dropped quite a lot. But Pearl Abyss did something crazy. They dropped a 1-hour gameplay demo. That's a bold move for a game that's still a couple of years out. And safe to say, with every new trailer and gameplay update, the game looks better and better. Just look at the difference. The frame rate's stable even during the most chaotic moments, and the improvement in physics is just insane. I mean, look at the fog physics, the realistic water, and how the hair and cloth react to the environment. You can tell that they're pushing the new engine to its full potential. But despite all that, there are still some concerns. Pearl Abyss has mainly worked on Black Desert Online, an MMORPG, and I don't really care about these games, so I don't know much about it. Now, Crimson Desert was also originally going to be an MMORPG as well, but then they switched gears and stepped into the world of narrative-driven single-player games, a space where even the biggest AAA titles have been just dog. Apart from the delays, the only major concern I have is about the story and the characters. From what we've seen so far, the dialogue feels flat and the voice acting is not the best. Now, in a game this massive, if the narrative can't make you care for the characters and their journey, then that's a huge problem. Because at the end of the day, it's the story and the characters that turn a good game into a great game. And since God of War and RDR2, we haven't really got anything on that level. Now, this year Assassin's Creed Shadows was supposed to be this big AAA game that was gonna save Ubisoft and set the world on fire, and it was such a massive success that Ubisoft can't even tell you how many copies it sold. Now 25% of the company is owned by Tencent, and Ubisoft is looking to lay off a ton of employees. Don't want to get into corporate mumbo jumbo here, but gee, I wonder what went wrong. Now, not gonna lie, it's pathetic for a game that had over 3,000 people working on it, and I'm not even kidding. The credits rolled for over 120 damn minutes, and in case you don't know, that's more than 2 hours. It's seriously a breath of fresh air to see a rough, badass dude as the main protagonist who actually feels believable. Cliff is a rugged, battle-worn mercenary. He fights, he rides horses, he rides dragons, he punches guys twice his size, then that's what we want. I don't know if you've noticed this, but all the upcoming major titles have female leads and are surrounded by some kind of controversy. The Witcher 4 has a woman, the new Assassin's Creed will have a woman, Ghost of Yotei has a woman, Intergalactic the Heretic Prophet has this, whatever you want to call it. Even Grand Theft Auto 6 for the first time ever is featuring a female protagonist alongside a dude. Now Ghost of Yotei and Grand Theft Auto 6 get a pass because these people know how to make iconic characters and write great stories. But Intergalactic? The last good game that came out of Naughty Dog was Uncharted 4, and that was back in 2015. After that, this thing took control of Naughty Dog and turned it into a boss babe worshipping temple, and we all know what happened with The Last of Us Part 2 and Season 2 of the show. But nah, you and me, we're just bigots. Critics and these blasphemies against God and man are the only ones with the media literacy who can understand Neil's genius and his weird obsession with girl bosses. I mean, if your main protagonist looks like a dude, sounds like a dude, acts like a dude, just make it a dude at this point. Because let's be honest, no one wants to play as these characters. And actually, since we're on this topic, let me ask you something. Why don't we have any more beloved iconic characters in games anymore? I mean, back in the day we had a ton. Solid Snake, Kratos, CJ, Nico Bellic, Altair, Ezio, Connor Kenway, Edward Kenway, Nathan Drake, Joel, Michael, Trevor, Franklin, John Marston, and the list goes on. Even the prince from Prince of Persia, the guy did not even have a name and is still iconic. Now in the last decade we got only what? Geralt, Arthur Morgan, Kratos, and Jin Sakai. Name one such character introduced after 2020 that can stand next to those names. Just one. You can't. And look, I'm not against female leads. I've said it before and I'll say it again. I love the Horizon games. I think Aloy is a great character, and I'm really looking forward to the third game. But when these girl bosses and rainbow-colored people are shoved into roles without any thought or care for the story, that's the problem. Now, will Cliff go down in history as an all-time great? I don't think so, but at least he's a step in the right direction. Now, apart from tech and graphics, the Korean devs are trying to give us something real and fun, something that the fans have been asking for. That's exactly why big studios are falling apart, and Pearl Abyss might end up delivering something legendary. So, should you be hyped for Crimson Desert? Yeah. The last time I felt this kind of hype was back in 2013 for Assassin's Creed 4 Black Flag, and I genuinely missed this feeling. And with Grand Theft Auto 6 and Crimson Desert both on the horizon, it's safe to say that things are looking pretty good. Anyways, thanks for watching, drop a like and subscribe to the channel if you liked the video, and do let me know in the comments what do you think about Crimson Desert. Until next time, take care.